Hi, welcome to the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show. My name is Tony. I have great co-hosts, I have great guests, and they're all coming in. But first, I need to tell you, the show's going to start in about 4, 5, 6 minutes from now, okay? A lot of people complain to me that when they tune in the show, they see nothing but all these videos to begin with, and they lose interest and they turn off. I'm a one-man show in this studio. I have to set everything up. I have to share everything on social media, the live link, and tell everybody that we're on. I have to tag people. I have all sorts of stuff to do. So I need those few minutes to get the show started, okay? So you're going to see some videos now. It's going to be like 4, 5, 6 minutes from now. Go to the bathroom. Go get yourself something to drink. Or if you're watching this, later on when it's not live, you just got to scroll. Just move the cursor, move it over to when you see the timer ending. And then the show is starting. The Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. We'll be with you in a few minutes.
Story short, they're putting together a cop movie with Vin Diesel, and they're looking for an unknown to play his funny sidekick. So she wants me to come down and audition.
Congratulations, but good connection. I keep getting in the ring, only keep getting knocked out. And this was supposed to be my time, George.
Whatever happens, happens. The thing is to keep your head in the game. Persevere. Consistent persistence, my friend.
It's called show business, not show friends, okay?
You guys are unbelievable. Holy
So long story short, they're putting together a cop movie with Vin Diesel, and they're looking for an unknown to play his funny sidekick.
Hey, my name is Billy Ward. I've been a professional stand-up comedian for over 30 years.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am so happy to be here tonight.
Yeah, 30 years. And I'm still waiting for my big break.
All right, fuck it, comedy time.
But honestly, at this point, my big break is probably a hit. Comedy? Maybe I should have picked a different career. Funeral director would have been more uplifting. I've worked at this club forever, and I've seen it all. Great comics, terrible comics, customers who think 2-drink minimum means 2 drinks for the entire table.
Sito, he's trying.
Look, I can't complain. I got a great boss, good friends, and just enough craziness to keep things interesting. Truth is, life hasn't always been easy. I battled addiction, made some bad decisions. Okay, mostly bad decisions.
All I get is bitching and complaining from you, always feeling sorry for yourself, man.
But somehow, I always land on my feet. And then one day, life threw me a curveball.
You didn't tell me you have a daughter.
I don't have a daughter. A daughter. Turns out after all these years, the biggest thing that happened to me wasn't in comedy. It was family. Because life's not a drama, it's a comedy. And if you're not laughing, you're probably crying.
I'm giving hand job for whiskey in a week.
Either way, you're gonna need a ticket.
Tony, welcome to Gov.
Hey, Joe, how are you?
I gotta pat you down though, pal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Got anything on you? Anything I should know?
I got nothing.
Anything weird going on?
What?
Alright, you go in, Tony.
Good. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Tom Kelly of The Tom Kelly Show. Yes, this is not the only time I've gotten on my knees in the back room of a comedy club.
The Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Give Two Eagles Auto Body a call and please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. That's 516-328-2527.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony on the Knock 'em Dead radio show. They're gonna keep knocking 'em dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie.
Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio.
I just want to say thanks for making my millennium. Oh my gosh. Well, it's a love fest.
Yeah, you heard that story.
Yeah.
So I guess, should I tell it again?
Oh, yeah, if you want. I mean, yeah.
You know, you guys are into comedy. Does it really help when somebody gives the punchline?
Good morning, everybody.
You're an idiot.
I don't know what's going on.
You're an idiot.
It's Tuesday. Welcome to the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast, a Facebook page, a YouTube channel. Hey, wherever you're watching from, we ask that you share the link to the show on all your socials. Tell everybody you know about all the great shows here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. If you want to watch on Facebook, that's great. We're just glad you're here. If you want to join in today's conversation, hear your name read, hear your comments read, and we're going to play Tuesday Trivia in a while, too. So please switch over to YouTube because that is where we monitor comments. That's where we monitor the comments on YouTube. The Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show, there he is. John from Florida says good morning. The Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown. And boy, do we have a legend with us today. I am very excited.
Oh, stop.
And the trouble has already started. She's already stripping. I'm all excited.
I had to show my stars and stripes. There you go. My All-American there.
I've never liked Stars and Stripes so much, right, than I do right now.
There you go.
Peaches Rodriguez is here, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
So happy
doing my little
here.
Starbucks love. Starbucks.
Nice.
Starbucks.
Well, she walked through the park.
Sponsor.
She walked through the parking lot without getting killed. So we're just happy about that.
Only because I speak Spanish.
Oh, she's one of us.
Por favor.
Hey,
no
man, get out of here.
Por favor, no me matar. Me gusta. I like your cooking. All right. Am I going to get? All right. I'm
yeah,
I'm banned. I'm completely banned.
We're definitely getting in trouble today.
Okay.
I am. All right. So many questions.
Go for it.
Before we do that, we're going to gossip a little bit.
Sure, let's.
So here's what we're going to do. I look at your Facebook.
Yes.
And I look at mutual friends that we have.
Yes.
So this helps. I do this with all the guests that come in.
Okay.
And what I do is I throw some mutual friends. I throw some names out.
Let's go.
You can say whatever you want. Good, bad. You don't say anything. You might say, I don't even know who that is.
Yeah.
Anything you want.
Go for it.
Buddy Fitzpatrick.
Oh, what a comic.
Hilarious.
Mid 2000s, we were very, very tight because we were both at the comic strip together.
Oh, nice.
He's an incredible act, an incredible writer.
Smart writer, yeah.
Again, what happens is, everybody goes their own kind of way and they move on. I don't know if he maybe moved out west or I don't know where he is right now. I know he went to LA. I know he did a lot of cool stuff. Very funny.
Yeah, very funny. Does a lot of cruises, I know that.
Yeah.
All right, now, not so smart. No, I'm kidding. Eric Tartaglione.
I love him. Mr. Toupee. Flip it. Come on, Eric, just shave it off. Let it go. But I think, the toupee
We should
is a
start,
thing.
yeah, we should do a GoFundMe or something to pay him to just...
Listen, I got a lot of extra hair. I'll give him some extra hair. We'll do a subscription. I'll give it to him monthly.
Yeah, I like the same with blonde hair.
There you go. He'd look great. He would look great.
All right, going out of the comedy world for a minute.
Yeah.
Jen Chapin.
Jen Chapin, I believe she is the daughter of Harry.
That is correct.
Oh, that's a really interesting story about stuff coming up.
Oh, yeah?
Peter, my husband, my comic husband.
Which we're going to get to that, too.
Yes,
I have all sorts of questions there.
Was doing a benefit probably about 8 years ago.
Okay.
For the Harry Chapin Institute.
Yeah.
I know that they do, a lot of stuff.
Right, Long Island based.
And they had these baskets all around. And they're like the quiet, when you write down numbers and there's all these different things. And there was a vacation to St. John, U.S. Virgin Islands.
Ooh.
And Peter put in for it and he won it.
Nice.
Little did we know when we went down there.
Yeah.
We stayed at Harry Chapin's family's vacation home that he had forever. It's a condo that's right there on St. John, right on the water.
Very nice.
And we got engaged there.
Oh, wow.
We have been going there every single year, and this year we're going back to the exact same area, which is like the condominium right next to it.
Nice.
So it's called Gallows Point.
Okay.
And she's the owner.
Wow.
So there you go.
So Jen Chapin...
Jen Chapin, I believe, is the owner, or she's related to them in some way.
Well, yeah, she is Harry's daughter, yeah.
Yeah.
So, wow, so she's like indirectly responsible for Peter proposing.
It's a weird thing. Isn't that? It's like such a weird small world.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Wow. Well, I'm glad I actually asked because Jen Chapin...
How do you guys know? How do you know her?
My brother is friends with the whole family, the whole Chapin family.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah, he's a musician. He was actually in. There's a documentary about Harry. Just came out maybe within the past 5 years. My brother's actually in it.
Wow.
So yeah, he knows the whole family. Jen has been. She called into the show once. Her brother Jason has been on here several times. And he puts up with my goofiness. So, he's a good guy. But I'm glad you told me because Jen was supposed to do this show just last week.
No way.
And she canceled.
Wow.
But I'm glad she canceled because now that I know this, I can bring that up.
And I was looking
see
at your video. As you were rolling your video, you had a little thing with Billy Joel. Now, let's go back to talking about that.
Okay.
Last Saturday, Peter did the the Long Island Entertainment Hall of Fame out there. I think it's Stony Brook.
Yep.
And Harry Chapin was up on the wall, right next, to Billy Joel.
Okay.
And the new thing that they're going to have there, which is really cool, they're going to have comics there. So they're going to regularly feature comedians that are like Long Island comics, and of course Peter is a staple, so I think he was the
Absolutely
second
is.
person there.
Wow.
And they're going to be, opening up for Long Island musical acts, which is like really cool. So that's going to be a really new thing.
Yeah.
Again, that goes back to Harry Chapin, Billy Joel,
Sure,
all of this kind of cool stuff. And
That's fantastic. I'm a big music lover, so I'm a big fan of all that stuff and putting it all together, almost like a variety
when
show.
I walk
type.
through
love that
it,
stuff.
it's, by the way, you have to go see it. It is so cool. When I walked through it, I didn't know it was LL Cool J.
Yeah, he's from Manhasset, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think Salt and Pepper.
Oh, is that right? They're Long Island?
And of course, is it Public Enemy?
Yes.
Public Enemy.
Freeport.
So like for hip hop and stuff,
Yeah.
I was kind of blown away that there was, of course the big thing is Raymond.
Right. That's the current thing that's
Right.
there now, right? The set is there or
Right,
something?
and I'm
Yeah.
shocked that they don't have the Kevin set there. Which
That'll
is
probably be
kinda,
next.
That maybe they're kind of planning on
Yeah.
moving that out and putting that in, which would be interesting.
Yeah,
They
that's
probably
great.
wouldn't even have to change the set.
Yeah, right. Yeah, true.
Not that much different.
Yeah,
They got
absolutely
the
right.
stairs going up in the back.
Yeah,
All the whole
kitchen
thing.
and stairs and a living room.
Ever since Jackie Gleason.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely right.
same.
Wow, that's really cool. That's a great place, and that's cool that they're going
It
to do
is
stuff
really
like that.
nice. You should
Yeah.
go see it. And it's big and it's well financed. And
Yes.
they have guides. They take you through. You have a guide. And also the little town is cute to go walk around.
Oh, yeah, it's a great town
cute
down
little
there.
town. I've never been there.
Oh, really?
No, I had never been there.
Oh, well, you're not a Long
I'm a
Islander.
Connecticut person.
Connecticut.
I'm a North Shore, that actually northern central. So
Okay.
I'm up near Hartford.
And which makes sense because that's the hip hop central.
You'd be shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
So go ahead.
How did this girl from I know Connecticut a little, but when I think Connecticut, I'm not.
You think waspy white?
Yeah.
Greenwich.
I'm not picturing. I mean, now hip hop is more mainstream.
It's everything. Yeah.
But back when hip hop was first coming up
So
about,
my story is
yeah.
my Mexican dad
Okay.
came across the border
Yeah.
illegally. Oops.
Ice.
Joined the Air Force.
Oh, nice.
Went back to get his paperwork to Mexico. Came back, made sure to join the Air Force, and earned his citizenship
Ooh,
properly.
Good man.
Yep.
Very nice.
And they stationed him all around the United States, on the East Coast up. And he ended up meeting my mom outside of Boston. Again, a lot of this is going to be, I'm going to talk about this in a second about the solo show that I talk about.
Yes.
My father and
Yep.
how he came to the country. And he was also a dancer. And he met my mother in a ballroom outside of Boston.
Oh, wow.
And, proposed and dancer from dancer. And then they put him in Connecticut. So in northern central Connecticut, he was based at Bradley Field, which is the airport there. And he was a senior master sergeant in charge of basically everything on the base.
Wow.
So they put a Mexican in charge of everything on the base.
That's
so,
awesome.
Everything in our house was stolen from the base. I had underwear that had USAF on my underwear. So everything.
Good to know.
Yeah, exactly. Everything had a stamp on it. My tampons had a stamp on it. So that's so kind of, you're still growing up in a kind of MacGyver kind of thing. We didn't have a whole lot of money, so
A lot of duct tape.
Exactly. So Hartford, when I was kind of ostracized in my town and everything, so I went to Hartford. Hartford has a big Black and Latin population.
Oh,
Puerto
see, I
Rican
didn't
and
know
Black.
that. Okay.
Huge.
Okay.
Huge. It's like second or third on the East Coast.
Oh, wow.
And I met a guy who was stationed in Guam with these guys from the West Coast called the Boogaloos.
Oh.
And so I learned how to dance during those 70s disco era.
Yeah.
I learned how to dance properly, like the actual formal way of popping, locking, and all of that.
Right.
From this guy, which means I have an LA style and I'm living in Hartford,
Okay.
Connecticut.
All right, so now this is all starting to make sense.
Correct.
But were you dancing already, being that you had parents who were dancers?
Well, I had parents, so I grew up with like salsa and everything, and then Soul Train pops on.
Nice.
So everybody my age, whatever, we learned like ABC from there.
Right.
And
okay.
then, of course, multiple television shows came on.
Right.
Shields and Yarnell, so that robot.
Okay.
Then you had Sonny and Cher, and you had the Jacksons. And then you had all of the dancers on Soul Train.
Right. But you missed the most important one. Rerun.
That's the Lockers.
Right.
That's the Lockers from Soul Train.
Right.
He was in the Five Guys.
Yeah.
There were the Five Guys. It was Shabadoo. There was Rerun. There was Fluky Luke. There's one other guy there. I always forget his name. Slim Robot.
Okay.
And that's how I learned how to do the robot.
Right.
So from that guy right there. So my style is a combination of that and then the guy from Hartford that taught me.
Here's where I'm definitely conflicted too, because you're talking about Soul Train. You're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say, you don't look that old to me. You don't, and I'm not kissing up. I'm just
so there's
telling
two
the truth.
things. So there's two things that keep me young.
Yeah. If you say
comedy
Peter,
and
I'm
laughter.
going to faint.
Nope. Comedy and laughter.
Okay, yeah.
And dancing every single day.
Oh, is that right? Yeah.
That's the fountain of youth. And that's the story that I tell in my solo show about growing up as a dancer. And the title of the show is called Dancestors.
I have the graphic here somewhere.
Yep.
Where is it? I have it. Hang on.
Quick. It's really colorful. You can't miss it.
There it is. Boom.
Yep.
Dancestors. I love that title, by the way.
Thank you.
And this is...
And in the story, I also mention my multiple dance partners that I had along the way.
Okay.
And again, meeting these guys and being influenced with these guys, you would recognize the Rocksteady crew. You would recognize Mr. Freeze. You would recognize Mr. Fable. Another dude by the name of Lockatron John. Another guy, again, all the guys from the West Coast were also influencers. I don't mention them because I wasn't personally involved with them in terms of learning from them at the moment. And again, the Roxy would be the place that everybody met at that time, which was 1982 for me. So we're going back.
Yeah, the
Roxy right there. There you go.
You got pictures of Studio 54.
Studio 54. I brought all the dancers once because I was so close to the people at Studio 54.
Really?
I brought the dancers from the Roxy, so I was one of the first people to bring all of the break dancers in so that people could actually see what these guys do. So
see what they do. You must have seen some interesting things at
I
Studio
couldn't
54.
believe it. The first time you walk into the Roxy, I felt like it was the Wizard of Oz. When he goes from black and white to color.
Right.
And it just she sees everything. That's what it was for me. It felt like the Wizard of Oz.
I bet, man.
Yeah.
I mean that's a
I found my
part
tribe, man, because I was pretty ostracized up in Connecticut after I did, won all the dance contests in Connecticut.
Yeah.
I moved to New York, and I was just trying to get my footing. And then when I met those guys, they took me into this world, and from there, I mean, it was just I went on and on. I hit every good milestone right in the mid '80s. I mean, there was just so much happening.
Right.
There was punk, there was rock, there was
the new wave.
Absolutely,
And you
some
were
of the
there
best
for-
music in the world.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And what a time to be a part of that, because like you said, some of the best music. MTV is brand new.
Actually, MTV came a little bit later.
Oh, okay.
So really, I was there just a little bit before MTV.
But that's what I mean.
Right.
Perfect time to be a part of all this, because that's when it all was popping into
so
the
I was
world.
actually meeting these people, in clubs and everything, and around them in clubs, including Michael Jackson and Madonna, at Studio and at Roxy and Danceteria and all those clubs.
Right.
Well, we could go on and on. Xenon, we could go on and on.
Yeah, I remember all these names.
Yep,
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, and right across the parking lot here was Uncle Charlie's and Spit, and I remembered. I mean, I was
again,
too young to
the
get it, but
Long
Madonna
Island,
played
the
there,
Long
too.
Island people were a little bit locked out of the actual inside of the Insider. The velvet rope, what I would call the velvet rope.
Yes.
And they were referred to as Bridge and Tunnel.
Yes.
So there was like status. There was like total status of like, if you were actually inside the club, I was able to just fucking walk into Studio 54, which is amazing. And because of that, that's the higher end club.
Yeah.
They just make a call down to multiple clubs and say, hey, she's coming over. So there was like, nobody knew about that.
Yeah.
There was like a pass. Wow. Like you got a pass, a backstage pass.
So who was the most famous person that you did coke off their ass?
That would be Michael. And he didn't let too many women do it.
I'm sure. Well, the guys were doing other things with his ass, probably, but yeah.
And by the way, that was underneath Studio 54, which had a cat. We called them the catacombs.
Oh, okay.
So you'd go down underneath there.
Well, and that's now a club. 54 Below, it's called.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That actually was where they kept all of the, when it was a theater. That's where they kept all of the stuff, from, the sets and shit. And we keep them underneath.
Right.
But then that became the coke caves. And what's weird is it was like, one of the things you don't know is that each individual room, like you'd go down in there, they would hire an artist to design the whole interior of the room. You had a Keith Haring room.
Oh, all right.
And
That's
you had
cool.
a Basquiat room.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm saying his name properly.
I know who you mean.
Yeah. And then you had one other guy, I forgot his name, but he would take all these little toys and he would glue them on the wall, all these little toys from your childhood.
Yeah.
And they would be glued into the wall with this foam. It's like, and then spray painted like day-glow colors. I mean, it was like a wonderland. It was a really fun thing. I wished that I knew underneath, up on the ceiling, is where they hid the money. That's where the money. That's how they went to jail. That's how they caught the guys.
Damn.
I shouldn't have gotten there earlier.
Right.
That's what I wanted to do.
Wow. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you must have really.
I saw some stuff.
Yeah.
I saw some stuff. Wow. But a lot of it, once you saw it, if you were up in the second level of Studio 54 and then whatever, it's like, just after a while, it's like watching something like a porn thing on. Yeah. It's like, whatever. I just want to go dance.
Right.
I was never into like any of that. I was just like, let me get dance. And through dance, I got so many incredible things throughout my life by being a dancer, gotten flown around the world. I was in Grace Jones' Slave to the Rhythm.
Oh, really?
Which is like, that's an iconic.
Yeah.
Thing. I ended up being in the Gypsy Kings, some Gypsy Kings videos.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see any of the videos I sent you?
You sent me 2. Let's see. I want to.
And also Beach Street.
Beach Street, right? Which
go.
is, talk about iconic.
That's actually more Roxy. I got more from Roxy than Studio 54.
But that goes down in history as like.
Well,
hip-hop history,
Beach Street is well considered an iconic movie.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying.
It's there with Wild Style. It's there with the Breakin' movies 1 and 2.
Right, Breakin'.
So really, it's kind of 4. There's like 4 iconic movies.
Right.
And then there's one other one. I always forget what it is. The one that was shot on the Lower East Side. It came out a little bit later with LL Cool J and a few others. I always forget the name of that movie.
Me, man.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll play. So this video.
That's me and Beach Street. That little. Really quick. Boom. Boom. There you go.
But now this other one. This is.
Now that's later.
Carol Baskin killed her husband, whacked him. Can't convince me that it didn't happen. Fed them to tigers, they snack it. What's happening? Carol Baskin.
Like French president, and somebody in French put Marine Le Pen celebrating after her win. And somebody had taken a video of me at this event that in Queens, and it went
viral in France.
10 million.
Oh wow!
10 million.
So
I've had 3 of those viral videos.
Nice. I just think it's cool that you like the first video from Beach Street. The second video is how many years later?
Correct.
So I think it's cool that you're still doing it.
I put my money where my mouth is as far as maintaining the level of like the dance, because the dance itself, one, it's very, very hard to learn. It takes a lot of patience, and it's boring, and there's exercises that you have to do to get it. Okay. And then to maintain it, you have to maintain it. You got to maintain your body. You got to maintain certain ability to do certain things, balance things, and I call them the dance illusions. So that's what I practice.
Right.
Most of my week. So.
I think most people on the outside that have that aren't involved in show business, whether it's dancing, but even certain actors, have to maintain a certain weight for a particular role, or they want to look a certain way to get certain roles. And there's and like you're talking about, I think, or even joke writing. People just don't realize the hard work that goes into any of this stuff.
Right.
They just, a lot of them think they're just jumping out there.
Because the trick of whatever you're executing, whether it's dance or it's comedy, is to make it look like you're making it up in the moment.
True.
Is to make it look like it's so easy that anybody can do it.
Yep.
Which is also the negative part of it is everybody thinks.
Right.
that they can do it.
Right.
Until they get up and actually do it. And then, oh, this is hard.
Right. Right. Yeah. Take Peter's comedy class. And you'll see how hard it is. I went in there.
Did you take Peter's comedy
I didn't
class?
take Peter's class.
Why not? Do you know how many jokes he would give you?
I know.
It'd be like,
believe me, I know. And it's something I say to myself every year. Like, I'm going to do it this year, and I just don't do it. But I want to because I love Peter, and I love Rich, but not as much as I love Peter.
That's what people say about me. I love Peter, and I like Peach, but not as much as I like Peter. It's always been like that.
I don't believe that for a second.
Everybody loves Peter. That's the new sitcom.
Well, he's I was thinking about that this morning. Like if you guys, how long you been married?
So we're married, I think this year 12, and then we've been together 28, 29.
Wow. If you guys were together in the 80s, that would have been
No,
but if you were,
yeah,
Peter and the Peach, that is a total
Hilarious.
80s sitcom title right there.
Completely.
Yep, you guys missed the boat on that one.
And everybody calls us Peach and Peter.
Peach and Peter.
Peach
I
and
like that.
Peter.
Peach and Peter.
One of my jokes is that anytime he and I are sitting in a restaurant, I always look like a hooker with her parole officer.
I mean, no, you don't. No, that's
Hilarious.
not true at all.
But it's so funny because I was peeping last week or the week before when I couldn't make it. You were talking to the girls sitting here, and you go, they don't look like they should be together. And then you agreed, and you go, yeah, I don't get that at all. And yet the weirdest freaking part about it is when people are like around us, and you're just sitting around or whatever. Our politics are the same.
Oh, okay.
Our sensibilities are the same.
Nice.
It's a weird thing. Like, I'm from Connecticut. He's from Locust Valley. There is a...
Yeah, there's the whole waspy thing.
There is weird, because my mom was wasp. My dad's Mexican. There you go. It's like soda. People would think, oh, he's lowering himself to be with this Mexican. Trust me, when I take him places, I'm like, that's the wrong fork. I'm the one who tells him it's the wrong fork.
Really? Yeah, you see, he strikes me as someone that just has all that embedded in his brain from
No,
birth.
he just knows how to dress well. That's all. I check him at the door. That's all it is. Everything, everybody gives credit to the wrong person.
I'm gonna disagree to a certain degree about his dressing because him and that other guy on that podcast of theirs, like
that other guy.
Jackie, they dress like twins.
They do.
Like,
there's
what is
some
going
time.
on here?
Where were we? They both had the same striped shirt on. It was like a pink striped shirt.
Well,
I was like,
you just did their show, and
yeah,
they both had.
I was like, they had the exact. I'm like, what's going on here? Don't you check with each other?
Do you ever like wake up in the morning and Jackie's in bed and not Peter? Like, what is going on with these two?
Oh man, I'm not.
She didn't deny it.
I am not supposed to say anything about Jackie.
Oh, okay. Actually, technically, I'm not supposed to either.
I know it's like a cross podcast kind of thing. It's
Which I'm all for, and I do love those guys.
I think Jackie needs to have a tighter relationship with the Hall of Fame, with the entertainment, because he really is an iconic part of Long Island. Going back,
I agreed 100%.
I'm surprised there is no thing to Richard Dixon's White House, who was the person.
Started
Eddie
it all.
Murphy was there,
Right.
and who else?
Bartlett.
Rosie Bartlett.
Yep. Bob Nelson.
Who's the guy? The big guy? Is it Fox? What was his name?
Oh,
his picture is up on the wall. He was a genius. He was a genius. So many. Adam Ferrara. Who else besides?
We said Bartlett. We said
the early days.
Richie Minervini.
There you go. Minervini's a perfect example. He should also be, somebody guiding.
Right.
They should just have a completely separate room that they do not have. It's only for music.
Right.
Just comedy.
Yep.
And in that, people would love to see the early Rosie stuff.
Yes.
Some pictures of her, and Peter was the director of their improv group.
Right.
So he's been on here, so I'm sure at one point he talked about that.
I think we have, yeah.
And that was like 4 people that were iconic people from back then.
There's a lot of people, I think, don't really realize the amount of talent that's come out of this island, but especially in the comedy world. I mean, Billy Crystal. Howard Stern.
Billy Crystal's got another Broadway show coming up.
Yes, I saw, and the tickets are
ridiculous.
Yes.
I looked at him and I was like, I can't afford that.
Mm-hmm. I did the same
he
thing.
He needs to have a comedy discount for fellow comedians.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, man, I watched his solo show.
The 700 Sundays. Yeah.
And I was so impressed of the writing. I was so impressed. Pretty much every 30 seconds, there's an incredible joke. Pow, pow, pow. And his working, like watching him work the stage and everything like that. I hope that he's going to bring that kind of next level. And I guess it's all about what happened at his house during the fire. So, and then after the fire or something.
He was my favorite stand-up when I was a kid.
Absolutely, still mine.
Fantastic.
Still to this day, I just think he's genius. I think he's got a great heart.
I've heard that, yeah.
And
yeah. Let me see what's happening in the comments here. What? All right, so we have this one guy named Andrew. His comments are usually pretty off color, or we just don't know what he's talking about. I used to date a hot chick with big tits that lived out Brest.
Okay.
Whew.
Stay on subject, bro. Stay on subject.
He never does. Well, all right, here he does, but it's not that good. If I don't shave for a while, I get a Harry Chapin.
Oh, man.
Oh, goodness. Ann in California is watching. Good morning, Ann.
Hi, California.
Andrew Fremder. I can never play Uno with my Mexican friend. For some reason, all the green cards go missing.
Oh, that's actually kind of funny. I'm sorry, that's kind of funny.
Yeah, we try not to encourage him too much. What? All right, I'll read this. My Mexican friend is getting released from the hospital soon. His name is Manuel. You've probably heard all these.
I don't know. These are like puns.
Yes.
Again, comedy is difficult.
Yeah.
He needs a teacher. He needs a mentor.
We actually, because he's been watching this show almost from day one.
Wow.
So last October, we were producing a show in the Giggle Room. We made him go up. Like, you think you're so good with all your puns?
Woo!
He did 5 minutes, and actually, for a first time, a guy who's never been on stage, he did all right.
All right. Hey,
congrats,
bro.
Doing coke off someone's ass sounds like crack to me.
That's actually kind of funny.
Got to maintain the weight for dancing. You have to lose rolls to get rolls. And then Jeff Bosey says, hi, Peaches.
I love Bosey.
Oh, you're the one. No, we love Bosey.
We do.
Yeah,
I only see him once a year at like the Christmas party. That's about it.
Jeff doesn't like when I say this.
What?
But if you want to see Jeff, you come here because he doesn't like when I say this. But
what?
It's true. He's doing security here at the club now.
Get the hell out of God bless. Good for him.
And good for the patrons who want to do stuff because he's not threatening at all. Would you be scared?
No. You know I could kick his ass. And he would probably pay me for that. He'd be like, oh, yes.
He'd probably pay more if it was Peter kicking his ass.
Hey. Let's see if I could see some of the other comments. Hey, comments, how are you? Wow, there's a lot.
Yeah, we're just getting started.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah. Yep. That's pretty much all of them. I pretty much covered them all.
You could go watch some of my videos. Peaches Rodriguez 1 on Instagram. Peaches Rodriguez 1 on TikTok. I have one video that has 1.2 million views.
Very
which
nice.
Is kind of cool. I like to brag.
That's fine. Brag away. And let's brag some more. We were talking before we went on the air about some of the rooms you're doing in the city and beyond.
Yes. My favorite club in my home club is Comedy in Harlem, which I love. Nikki Sunshine and Jamie Roberts have been kind and welcoming to me, and I host there a few times. Hey, somebody's calling in.
We are getting a phone call. All right.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
We'll get back to that.
It's got to be Bosey.
It is not Bosey. This is John from Florida. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, everybody.
Hello, my love. How are you?
Peaches.
You have a question. Go ahead.
Wonderful. How are you, ma'am?
Good.
I have a question for you. Do you remember the private entrance through the garage to go to the caves right next door to the 54?
Of course I do. That's the back side. It's on 53rd.
53rd. Well, I was the security guy there.
You work for Chuck.
I work security there.
You work for Chuck.
I work for Chuck.
Chuck Garlick. And,
Yes.
I can't say
Yes.
this because I'm married now, but Chuck Garlick was my fiance.
Ooh.
What a great guy! What a great guy!
Well,
And
we
of
could
course,
talk.
there was
We
Batman.
could talk about that. Like, we'll talk about that, bro.
Let's talk about how great Chuck was.
Add me on Facebook, and I'll send you some stuff.
John.
Don't yell at me.
No,
Don't yell at me
I'm
all
not
the
gonna-
time. I'm not on Facebook for different reasons. But yeah, Chuck, and of course you knew Batman and Robin.
I
you
knew
know,
everybody
and,
there,
those guys.
man. I knew everybody
Yeah.
there. I knew, both
Yeah.
both of the
Great
owners.
days.
I knew the owners.
John,
I knew
did
everybody.
you know Peaches back then?
He probably did. He probably didn't recognize me because I had black hair. But if you go and look at the
You know,
videos, like if you look at the videos that he shows, you'll recognize me because I was
Yeah,
there. I was there every night.
I was only, the VIP entrance was the back door, and
Yeah.
we had Margaret Trudeau and Eliza used to come there
course.
constantly.
Of course.
Chuck Zito.
I knew
and,
Zito. Zito was a very good friend of Chuck's. So Chuck and Chuck,
Yes,
they both
yes.
knew each other. Yes.
Well, actually, Chuck. That's how I got the job.
No
Through
kidding.
Chuck.
So
Zito.
where are
Yeah.
you a member?
You
you a member of the biking gang?
Hells Angels.
Yeah.
No.
Were you remember? No.
Yes. No. I was not a member of the Hells Angels. I was on the other side of the fence.
Okay.
I was a cop in New York City.
There you go.
But,
the thin blue line,
Chuck-
bro.
Chuck-
It's both the same on both sides.
Yeah. Chuck was a great guy. Listen, you have a lot to talk about. I'd love to
Absolutely.
hear all the stories. I'll let you guys go.
But if you're on
talk-
Facebook, join me on Facebook, and we could talk, and I'll send you some interesting stuff, and you'll be like, you're gonna crack up.
Well,
You'll love it.
you're not on Facebook, but you're on Instagram, right, John?
On Instagram, I can
I'm
still
on
send you
Instagram.
stuff. Yes.
Yes.
Add me, Peaches Rodriguez, the #1 on Instagram, and we can talk.
We'll do.
All right.
Talk to you soon. God bless.
God bless to
Bye-bye.
you, brother.
See you, pal.
Take care.
Wow. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, the
Yeah.
stories you two must
Oh
have.
man, I got stories, but see, a lot of stories are not for public consumption.
Damn it.
I know, and
Those are the good ones.
They are good, but also there's also ongoing things, and then I can't really speak about them.
Mm-hmm.
And again, that's what makes it interesting. I know, for goodness sake, there's a book in me.
I bet. Yeah.
And that's been something that's going around, and being the dancer that went to all these different clubs.
Yeah.
Coming from a dancer's perspective, because there's a lot of books being written about, like say Studio 54 and its overall what it was.
Yeah.
But from a dancer perspective that went into each and every club, the Roxy and Danceteria and all of that, and the people and the characters in those and that lifestyle and what happened with that lifestyle, which not necessarily a good lifestyle. I was kind of blessed to be a dancer, and that I ate a certain way. I didn't drink. I didn't do drugs. I didn't do any of that.
Wow.
So I made it through that, and then on top of it had a full, long lifestyle that carried itself. And now, as we're looking back, that's the right way to be.
Yeah, sure.
It's
Yeah.
like, they're saying that dance might be the fountain of youth. So it's like kind of that thing. And now maybe there's a book. I'm like going back and forth of whether or not to
Absolutely.
take the solo show and just make it a book, and then, either or. But there's
Yeah, no reason why you can't have
right.
both.
And we
going
haven't
on.
even talked about really the comedy part of it.
Right.
Right. And the years that I spanned, because what happened was at one juncture, I was actually doing a bar mitzvah showcase at the Marriott. Oh, we got another one at the Marriott, and I jumped from a stage onto a separate stage, and it moved, and I popped my ACL out. And hell, you know about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, a little bit. Is this Chris?
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Hi.
Good. How are you?
Good. This is Chris. Chris Thomas is calling. We have Peaches Rodriguez is here today.
Hi, Peaches. I heard you mention the Roxy, so I had to call in.
Good girl. You were a Roxy girl?
So when I was in high school, I went to an all-girls Catholic high school.
Okay.
A friend of mine became friends with this other young man, and I'll just say a certain MTV personality took liking to him.
Okay.
And we would go to the Roxy. We would tell our mothers we were sleeping in each other's houses. So I can tell you the year. It was like 1990.
Okay. That's pretty late.
And we would...
Yeah.
That's late.
Well, I was 16.
Okay.
But we would go to the Roxy like we were in high school, and we would wear our Catholic girl uniforms, and they ate it up. And it was like the club kid era. So it was like Richie Rich and the Twins.
Richie Rich, light-skinned Puerto Rican guy?
He was like, I think he
was
went
a
on
promoter.
To do,
he was a promoter.
He was one, and they would, I mean,
he's a good friend of
money
mine.
was no odd. This
Yes.
was like clubbing.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And we would like get home at 4. I would do the early morning shift at the bakery, and my friend would do the afternoon shift. We would take the first, like I don't even know what the last train was.
Ironically, that is the 90s. So there was still a debauchery going on even in the 90s. And I think I left out of there when it had switched over to 1018. It was 10th and 18th, and they called it 1018. Okay. So Roxy had switched over. And I think that might have been when you went there. It was actually at...
Yeah, there was a big swing in the middle of the dance floor.
Yep.
And it would sometimes be a roller skating rink.
During the week.
Wow.
Yes.
And it was insanity. They would have like theme nights, and the money that went into decorating the place.
Yeah, every club would go out of their way with these event planners, and they would just theme it out. And it would be like a hip hop theme, and then it would be a gold theme, and then it would be a water theme. It would be like, it's like amazing. It's like that. Those people who actually created those themes, now they've moved over to event production, and they're the ones that do like the Hamptons and mansions and stuff like that. They're older, but they have all these big, huge companies, so they've all moved on.
Wow.
That I've,
But it was crazy, like the shit that was going on in these clubs, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, like girls dressing up in their school outfits. You're in trouble, Missy.
I mean, I was 16, and there were people like openly doing. Drugs, openly having sex. We would go like to the upstairs lounge or the back, like
the glass in the back. You had a glass. There was a glass thing that you went in. I actually had a birthday party there, and you would be able to do whatever you want to do and look out over the entire club. It was like just one big long glass thing, and you could see the entire club. You were elevated and looked down. It was really kind of cool.
And people are having sex up there?
No, not
That's
Roxy.
That's what she said.
Not Roxy. Maybe
people were
Studio.
having sex at the Roxy.
Okay, well, I wasn't there. Damn it!
So you would go in. I have like faint memories of this.
Yeah.
But like you would go in, and it was primarily a gay club, so there weren't that many women there. Like
right.
Born women.
Well, you might have been there on a gay night, because it was always like during the time that I was there was Friday and Saturday was hip hop night, and we had Africa Bambaataa as the main DJ.
Sure.
And when Africa Bambaataa was touring, there was Africa Islam, and he's like, again, he's still around. Africa Bambaataa just passed away, and Islam is basically, he was his second in command, and he would take over and basically play the same music. So, which was at that point electro funk, which is like Planet Rock and Trans Europe Express and like all of those electro kind of
Electric
funk.
Avenue.
Do you remember all of that stuff? See, you're too young for that.
It was like Delight was hitting.
Okay, so that's 90s. Yeah, that's 90s. That's 90s.
Because I graduated in 91, so it would have been like 90, 91.
Yep.
But yeah, it was.
Nice.
Well, that's good, man. I'm glad you had. See, these young people who try to recreate the club experience never are going to attain it.
Because they're not having sex in the clubs anymore.
Well, it was
just
mostly
a
like
level.
man on man. Yeah, it was. I was definitely there on gay night because it was a gay adult that took, like I said, liking to a young man that we knew, and that's how we got in.
But also, let me tell you how safe that is for you. Yeah,
no, but it was like just when ecstasy came, and someone like slipped me ecstasy. I remember one night.
Well, maybe somebody liked you, maybe.
Yeah.
So he was like, came with his gay, like whatever. It was fine. I was not taking advantage of it all. And you're right, it was like safe, and they would we were like a novelty because we were like kids, and they were like, it was. But it was crazy. Like, you had to see it to believe it. And thank God, like, no video cameras, no phones, no.
Oh, yeah.
But the opulence and the ostentatious.
And that's Roxy. Now, Roxy was considered the lower level club. It was more of a casual club. You could wear sneakers to the Roxy. You couldn't kind of do that at Studio. You know? By the way, we never
I had
Studio 54.
Like, Studio 54 was before my
just called
time.
it Studio.
Just Studio.
Yeah,
there
was never
going to Studio.
Exactly, you're going to Studio. It was never referred to as Studio. You never say the 54
Right.
ever.
Oh, that's weird.
It's not. It's just it's an insider thing. It's like that's what it was.
Right.
It was it's so cool to hear from your callers, man.
I know. I had no idea, but he was so connected.
But it was great to talk to you, man. And,
Nice to talk to you. I love these.
Yeah, and honestly,
war
I'm just going to say
stories.
something.
I love all your war stories.
Thank you. And I just want to say something. You don't have to stay up till 4 a.m. in the morning. There's now really cool events. There's one by Vinyl Nights. It's called Vinyl Nights, and they do it every other Thursday.
Okay.
And there's one called Dance is Life in Manhattan. And also there's one called Home Before 10.
Oh, cool.
So you can go party from like 5 to 9 and be out of there by 9:30, and you got your fix. You know what I'm saying?
I have seen them. I have seen them.
They're calling in. We got to go.
Okay, bye.
Bye, Chris. Thank you.
Love you.
Carlos.
Hey.
Carlos is driving.
Carlos is driving. Be careful out there, Carlos.
I'm good. You're on Bluetooth.
How you doing,
How you
buddy?
guys doing?
Where are you from?
What
I
was
can
it?
tell you're New York, aren't you?
I was born in the Bronx.
Yeah, I can tell just by the accent, brah. You're a Porter Rock. You're a Porter Rock.
I'm listening to the podcast, and I'm listening to you, Peaches, and I'm like, oh my God, I went to so many clubs.
Yo,
and the
man,
names,
you're a Porter Rock,
the
man. I
names
saw you
were
in the back of the
changing.
Roxy. We rocked.
Maybe we were upstairs doing things, you know?
Could
You
have
never
been,
know.
Wow. Very
No,
nice.
it was great.
What's
Good
your story,
stuff.
bro?
I'm listening
Tell
to this,
us.
and I'm reminiscing. I'm like, oh my goodness, wow, this is good stuff. It brought a smile to my face listening to you guys.
All right, but you know,
Oh,
but we
man.
know your girlfriend, so be careful. Be careful what you say.
No, she's actually at school right now, and she said to me, "Are you listening to Knock 'Em Dead?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "I listen almost every day."
Nice.
So it was nice because Peaches, I worked with you one. I think it was the Broadway Comedy Club or something one night. It was yeah. It was nice. No, you're a sweetheart.
Oh, thank you, my love.
Really are.
Thank you.
Are you still out there doing it or what?
Are you still doing comedy?
Oh no, yes, I'm still doing comedy. I actually have a couple shows coming up. I'm trying to get on a Trusin production at Governor's. But everything going on with the laugh off, kind of like you know. But it's all good. I'm getting out there. I'm doing what I got to do.
Hit me up, man. Hit me up on Facebook or hit me up on Instagram or whatever, and
Yeah.
Hopefully I can see you perform somewhere.
Yeah. So Tony, I just wanted to mention my mom passed last week.
Oh wow! Oh,
I'm sorry, bro.
Sorry to hear that, pal.
Yeah, no, it's all right. Listen, it was 5 years. It was a 5-year battle.
Oh wow!
And it's just like I was telling Angela, because she was. I mean, of course, I'm upset. It's my mother, but
yeah,
she took it hard as well. And I said she's not suffering anymore.
Right.
You know,
right? Yeah. Absolutely right.
It was a long fight for her. You know,
yeah. The whole thing is, usually for us, the whole grieving process and the memorials and everything. That's usually because we're the ones that are sad, But like you said, the suffering is over, which is a good thing.
I think we might have lost him.
Better place emotionally now.
Yeah.
So
right,
exactly. And then we support my dad, and my sister and I we're very close with our family. It was a beautiful wake, and like I said, she's in a better plane of existence right now. I do believe in heaven. I know she's there, and there's been a lot of blinking lights in the house. A lot of when my father was buying the casket, like the lights went on and off when he went over budget because she gave him a strict budget.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
She's like, that's too expensive.
There's a lot of things. Yeah, it was great, But listen, I really enjoy this podcast, and it was awesome listening to Peaches because I've met you, but I don't really know you. So hearing this and hearing I'm like, wow, we probably crossed paths at some point,
Absolutely.
Wild.
I'm very proud of that background, and then of course the full dance background. So I like to bring something different into the comedy world and be proud that I still maintain the dance and the comedy. I mean, if you go to dancecomic.com, you can go and see a lot of the stuff that I'm working on. So I'm like very proud that I'm a little different than a few other comics, and I have the history that backs it up. Coming from like a OG, and by the way, OG is the originator generation, not old gangster. I call it the originator because why, brother? Because we originated this dance. Our generation originated this. We created it. We created the vocabulary for it. So
nice,
very good nice stuff. Really good stuff. Great show as always, Tony. Great show.
I appreciate that, pal, and as always nice to talk to you when you call, man.
You too. All right, guys.
Bye, Carlos.
God bless.
You
God
too,
bless
brother.
brother.
All the best to your family.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. Carlos Rivera checking. Sometimes he goes by CJ's.
You got some great callers, man.
Yeah. We they're a nice bunch. I don't even like to call them like viewers or fans. I hate the word fans.
Yeah.
It's short for fanatic, and who am I? So I always call them extended family. And and Carlos, he also goes by CJ Rivera. I don't know if that helps you, but he hits the stage a little bit. He's a retired policeman, so he's a hero. He's a good man, really good man.
Well, I'm enjoying this because we're talking about so many different things, and when I'm doing this solo show, the solo show called Dancestors is not just to sort of be show-offy or, tell my background or anything, but it's also to be educational. Because I talk about how I came by this style of dance, popping, locking, roboting, and all of that. Yeah. And then impart probably this social meaning underneath it, because we were coming out of Vietnam.
Oh, okay.
And as we were coming out of Vietnam, if you remember, I don't know how old you were back then, everything on the news, it was how many people we lost in Vietnam, how many guys were dying, how many GIs were dying.
Sure.
And so as it was kind of coming out in that mid-70s, we needed something to uplift us.
Yeah.
And in came funk and disco and Soul Train and this I mean, you could call it like this clowning of the bright colors and the satin and all of that kind of stuff. You could call it that, but it was a celebration.
Oh, absolutely.
Like the dance and the music was a celebration.
Oh, it was fun. I mean, it as far as like now, I don't know how well that look has aged. It looks a little silly, but and I'm not being judgmental. I'm just but
okay.
But it is. But it was always fun.
Right.
And talent.
Yes.
Definitely talent.
Unbelievable. I mean, if you look at the Lockers the first time you ever see them and Google them, go to YouTube and see the first time they were ever on Soul Train when they came out with the full outfits, the satin, I talk about this, the satin jackets, the striped socks.
Right, yeah.
You could call it peacocking at that juncture.
Okay.
But what they executed with that was people went, whoa.
Yes.
Because the impact of African American this creative thing coming out of a dark era.
Right, sure.
Just uplifted everybody.
Yeah.
And anybody who didn't like it, they already didn't like it, if you understand what I mean.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes,
They're already going to dislike it. It's not my issue. It's their freaking issue.
Absolutely right.
But for me, today, it has gone this style of dance and everything has gone so far, you could scroll and everything in Asia is about this dance.
Oh, yeah.
If you look at the Korean pop, K-pop, everything about it is this dance.
Right.
It has just gone fully around the globe and come back again.
Completely.
So for me, I'm basically kind of an urban dance historian talking about it and talking about mostly my experience with it and its joyousness, because it's a very joyous dance. The this and the kind of clowning and all of, what you're doing with your body. You're just all of this energy, this positive energy goes out. And to me, if you look at, it's almost like the record industry has died, and because it's all going to streaming.
Right.
If you look at what you see on television and everything, all the dancing and everything, that has outlived, the joyousness of that has outlived it's almost like historically joyous that people are still doing it. Anytime you go to a club, they're playing that music.
Right.
From
Yes.
1977. They're
Yes.
playing, We Are Family, or they're playing, George Clinton or
Sly.
James Brown or Sly or whatever. It's all coming back, and it's all, I call it evergreen. It's evergreen at this juncture.
Right.
And for me to I've actually given these lectures about this music and about this style and about this joy.
Yeah.
Princeton, Yale,
Yeah.
Rutgers.
Wow.
I've given these lectures, and this whole solo show basically includes that, and a question and answer. And for the dance students, and when I go in and they are specifically dance students that are young and didn't live it, I give them routines and they follow the routines so they can understand where the dance actually comes from, because individual steps in the dance represent something.
Okay.
There's a pimp walk. It's called a pimp walk, and that comes from the 70s, where the leg crosses over, and it's like, and it comes with a jacket, like the whole outfit and everything.
Right.
And then the locking comes from kind of clowning.
Okay.
So there's like a lot of stuff like that has history, and it could even, some of it come from minstrel history.
Okay.
Wow. From back in those days, which would come from tap and jazz and house music and everything. A lot of that comes from certain African Americans. And
you're connecting all those dots for these young students.
I'm connecting those
That's
dots
cool.
for these students. And also, let's talk about Latin history.
Okay.
So if you're looking at some of the footwork of the guys that do the floor stuff, which is breaking or b-boying, that all came before they go down. They do this Latin thing, and that comes from west coast of Africa to Cuba to Puerto Rico, and from Puerto Rico to New York.
Right.
So the hip walks and all of that you can actually isolate where that comes from. And Harry Belafonte did a great documentary called Roots of Our Music.
Okay.
And you can find that in 3 parts on YouTube.
Yeah,
and it really traces the music, how it comes across from slavery, from the West Coast to Cuba, to Puerto Rico, and then to New York in the 40s and 50s, and how it came in. Wow. So there's a lot about the music. There's a lot about history. Like, you can talk how deep that this can get, or you can keep it very surface. And you can say, that's really good for a music video and a commercial. You see, there's so many ways you can get. You can get deep with it, or you can go, oh yeah, that's really good, to back up a rapper.
So let me ask you then, the same thing here in the comedy world. We were talking before we went on the air. There's a lot of young comedians currently hanging out here at Governor's.
Yeah.
Do you feel that it's important? So whether we're talking about dance or comedy, acting, whatever, do you feel that it's important for the young guys to know the roots of these things?
It's like a telescope. You could get really deep in it, or you
Yeah,
can pull back on it. Some of them are doing comedy in a savant way.
Okay.
You understand what I mean?
I think so.
Which, if they get on stage and it works and the audience is vibing,
End of the day, if they're laughing, that's
absolutely, you're done. Your job is done. Half the time you get up on stage and you're like super likable. That's half the job.
Right.
That's it. You're done.
Yep.
Other people, they come to a situation where they really, really want to do comedy and they don't have any skill set whatsoever. They can literally write their way to that.
Mm-hmm.
So there's so many ways to approach comedy.
Yeah.
And
sure.
again, like mine was dance. Like, I learned how to dance, and that's sort of how I ended up kind of being in that position.
Right.
So, and again, you can take a class. I'm not here to push any classes. I'm trying to stay as politically neutral at this juncture. But you can take a class and do it that way.
That always helps.
Right.
Yes, absolutely it does.
I actually, when I first started, so the story goes, I wasn't able to finish it because we were talking about.
Oh, right. So so let's back up.
I jumped.
The
so
stage?
I jumped. I was on a stage at the Marriott, and we were doing a bar mitzvah showcase. So I was with the bar mitzvah company. I don't know if you know what they do, but at bar mitzvahs, they set up a whole hip hop DJ. So they basically kind of appropriate the whole hip hop experience. The doors open, and the family walks in, and there's like break dancers on the dance floor, and we're dancing, and everybody's got like outfits on and stuff like that. And they got the DJ spinning, whatever. So it's like, and today you are a man, right? And they got the rapper, and so we were doing a showcase.
Okay.
And we were at the Marriott, and I jumped from one stage down to the next, and the stage moved right, and my leg moved left, and I tore my ACL. Ooh. And they had to take me away in an ambulance. And I'm like at the doctor's office the next day, and he tells me, "Yeah, you're not going to dance for about a year.
Oh, wow.
And you have an option. You can do therapy, or you can do the operation where they give you, from a corpse, they take the little ACL and they freaking string it in there."
Yeah.
I was crying. Everybody in the office was looking at me. I'm like crying. I'm like, yo, my career's over. It's my dad's career.
Yeah.
So I had been in an improv group, just kind of like crisscross over.
Okay.
And
is that what this is, by the way?
No, that's actually the Guggenheim. I danced at the Guggenheim last fall.
Wow.
Yes.
The way it looks to me like it could be an improv troupe doing something.
No. It's the Guggenheim. We were actually doing a really cool dance skit at the Guggenheim.
Okay, so I didn't mean
we'll
to
get to
interrupt
that. We'll get to that at
was.
some point. That was sponsored by the Rockefeller Association.
Oh, very nice.
So, so I'm crying in the guy's office because you're not going to be dancing for about a year, and I'm like, ugh. So I had taken copious notes. I like to say those words. Copious notes in my improv group. And I said, what do I do with this? So I said, let me just take a stand-up comedy class at the comic strip in New York City.
Oh, sure.
And I was blessed to have a really good guy who, it was called Comedy Boot Camp. And he was fantastic. I took it like 3 times, and I accumulated a good 5 to 10 minute set.
Nice.
And, it was off to the races from there. And also, Leanne Lord was one of my, I don't know if you know Leanne Lord.
I know who that is.
Fantastic female comic. Yeah. She's just amazing. She was like the co-teacher with him. His name was Rob Weinstein. I remember Rob Weinstein. And it was fantastic, and that's how I came to comedy.
Just open a door, and you've been able to maintain both ever
literally, I was still dancing and doing commercials for the dance end of it.
Yeah.
And I was going out to clubs in the village, and just grinding it out, and my first performance ever.
Yeah.
Was at a bowling alley in Levittown.
Oh, really?
Like up the street. It was like,
I know.
You know exactly which way.
Yeah.
It was lit. That was my first time on stage.
Oh, wow.
After the class, I was like, oh my God. And then I ended up coming out here and then found out that was like right up the street when I met Peter here in this club.
Oh, is that right? You met him here?
Yeah, I met him here in this club.
So when you walk in, are you like twitching and stuff?
Yeah. I was like, my life is over. Oh my God, he's going to suck the life out of me.
Well, let's tell the truth. We're talking about Peter Bales. I mean, isn't he like 50 years older than you?
Oh, I love it. Had he learned how to dance and maintain, he would look like me. I have glorious locks. Look, glorious locks. Look at
it. And let's now you're saying that you have to tell him what fork and stuff, but I like does he dance? I can't if you're going to some.
We went dancing one time.
One time, yeah.
And he brought a history book to be on the dance floor with it, and he just flipped through the history book while he was on the dance floor.
I believe that.
That's it. That's all. That's his move.
It's hot.
It's hot. Yes, it's very sexy.
I mean, I don't know. I've tried to imagine what Peter in the hip hop. He doesn't
really. I mean, it's almost like we have a wonderfully 2 really separate lives.
Yeah.
And then when we come together, have dinner, we come home afterwards, and we have stuff to talk about.
You have the comedy thing.
Absolutely, we have the comedy thing, but it's not about that. It's about
What do you think? Like I'm trying to.
That is amazing. I love that.
Picturing Peter in a hip hop scenario.
What is that on his head?
It's a hat.
It looks like
Devo.
It looks like a Devo. We are Devo. Holy crap!
Yeah,
What is that?
It's just a
Is
baseball.
It a kufi?
It's a baseball hat, and then there's some
it
dreads
looks like
behind
it looks
him.
like a kufi. You know what a kufi is?
Yes. No, he's not a grand poobah.
It almost looks like my body in his head. I'm like, because I would wear that. I would totally wear that outfit. That is amazing.
Yeah, so that's I figured
hilarious.
that's what people look like.
You are hilarious, dude. Yo, I got actually now I want to take like his head and put it on all these different hip hop bodies.
Him with like Chuck D's big chain. And
so were you ever a fan of hip hop at all?
I'm going to say for the most part, no.
Okay.
But I was mid-teenager when it really started to pop.
Okay.
So I appreciated it.
Right.
I had friends in school that could do it.
Right.
I remember one kid in particular.
So you're talking about the dance. I'm talking about the music.
The music, I do like Public Enemy.
You do? Okay.
I do. I like Public Enemy a lot, to tell you the truth. But having said that, I think I have maybe 2 songs of theirs in my collection. So it's not. I like it. I like. There are plenty of people. Wasps, as soon as they hear it, turn that shit off.
Yeah.
I'm an old-fashioned classic rock guy.
And I'm an old-fashioned classic funk and rap. So if you're asking me, what era, I'm talking like, to me, Melly Mel. Don't push me, cause I'm close to the like, to me.
Yes, I love that, but I don't have it.
Rap should be in the Smithsonian.
Oh, I agree 100%.
I mean, if you look at it,
right,
it's evergreen, and you could take every word of what's going on and actually put it on politically what's going on today.
Yes.
Which that's George Carlin level.
Yes.
To me. He's the George Carlin of rap.
Yes,
for me.
I agree. When they celebrated, what was it, maybe 3, 4, 5 years ago?
Yeah, it's 50 years, yeah.
That's when I realized, wow, the impact that it's had.
Correct.
The social impact, the political impact,
Correct.
but even just at an entertainment value.
Right.
Without going deeper than that, just realizing all the great stuff that really has come out of that.
The love of the dance, which, and again, when I speak about, like, say, the Lockers and the Electric Boogaloo's, those guys from the West Coast, the Lockers and Soul Train, but especially the Lockers, have an exhibit in the Smithsonian.
Oh, okay.
So it has been acknowledged,
right, which is great,
of its brilliance, of its vocabulary, of its dance vocabulary, which is a cool thing. And that's how much they affected, American dance.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not saying black dance. I'm saying American dance.
Agreed.
So
agreed. Yeah.
It changed it for me.
Absolutely. All right. And we've kind of teased it a few times. But
Yeah.
So the one-woman show,
Dancesters.
So you're still working on it?
Absolutely.
Or
what
it's
I'm
not out
doing
there
is, I do it in small spaces. So
so you have done it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I did it at People's Improv Theater 3 times. So
wow.
First incarnation was 2019, and it was entitled at that point Laugh-tina. And then I switched it to Laugh and Dance for Long Life, which is also the lecture that I do.
Right.
I talk about, dancing for, a joke a day and a dance a day will keep you,
Yeah.
that stupid stuff. Yeah. And then just of recently, when I was doing it at the People's Improv Theater again, I wanted to use Dancestors as the title, and now I'm still working. So I'm constantly going back in, taking classes. The last person that I had kind of coach me, 2 people. One was Jim Mendrinos, a fellow comedian who helped me shape. And then the other person was Jennifer Barrielis, Sarah Barrielis, the singer?
Yes.
Her sister.
Oh, okay.
And she helped me kind of like shape it at the People's Improv Theater. And I might go back again this year and take it again and increase the material or just play with the material. She has she's the most insightful, amazing director and teacher I've ever met. And boy, she gave me some no-nos. She told me not to put jokes in it.
Really?
Yeah. She was adamant about not doing stand-up in the actual show, which I was like, interesting. And yeah, she slapped me. She was like, don't you dare. And then, you know what? When I went back and talked to Peter about it, he was like the same way. He said, don't do that.
To me, that's almost the same as being told you can't dance for a year.
It's crazy.
It's like,
it's crazy.
All right, I got to start from the drawing board again.
I watch Billy Crystal, and there were some times where he would jump off from the bit itself and just do stand up.
Yeah.
And it was kind of low hanging for there was and Jeff Ross's, take a banana for the ride. It was like the same kind of thing where I was like, it's just his stand up like kind of stretch. So she was like, she was just giving me more challenging.
Okay.
To be more challenging with. But also I'm utilizing the lecture for teaching institutions. So for me, it's kind of double. I've got two things going on, so I don't need the jokes for that. And
what is it? Just basically telling your story, or
basically telling the timeline of my father, how he came here illegally, and he was a dancer, and both my parents met in a ballroom outside of Boston in a dance space. So I'm a dancer from dancers, which makes me a dance sister.
That's great.
Yeah,
I love that.
So
That's
yeah.
awesome.
So those that kind of writing is what I want to do. It's like keep with the high level of writing and always kind of show a side of myself that people didn't know before.
Sure.
And there's always and there's a lot more. Like I said, the egg. You open the Russian egg, and there's another egg inside.
Right.
That's how you want to be, and then that's almost been Peter's and my marriage. Is he comes home and he tells me something new, and it's like always surprises me about the way he thinks or whatever. And I think maybe that's been the key to our longevity, is that there's always something interesting going on.
And I will say I've been picking on him just for fun, but I love that man.
Everybody loves him and respects him.
Absolutely. He and we were talking before we went on the air about Tom Kelly.
I love Tom.
When Tom
makes me laugh,
he does his Long Island videos. He did that one video. He shot it right here in the alleyway between the deli and the club here, where he's talking to Peter.
Yeah.
Basically about politics.
Wow.
And it was just two guys having a civil conversation. They kind of were not. They were pretty much on different sides.
Okay.
But just had a civil conversation, a respectable conversation. I thought it was one of the best things Tom's ever done. The fact that it was Peter was no surprise, because he's just amazing. And then even a few years ago, Bob Nelson was performing here, and Peter came out as the host. And I mean, I've seen Peter's comedy. I've seen him talk to people about comedy. He's been in here talking shop.
Yeah.
But he went out this particular night just did nothing but crowd work as the host.
Yeah.
Some of the best crowd work I've ever seen.
Absolutely.
Love that man.
And I do crowd work as well, and having been, with him for the 20 some odd years, I've learned a lot.
I'm sure you picked up a bit.
Yeah. I mean, it's not something that I want to do all the time.
Right.
And everybody is making right now with the Instagram and TikToks, with the audience back and forth.
Yep.
Matt, what's his name? The young kid.
Matt.
God bless him. He's one of the best at it right now, and everybody loves him, and that's the new thing, which is great. I mean, I'm all for what works for people, and if that's your thing, and that's how you can make your money and all of that.
Sure.
God bless. I'm like, whatever you do. I mean, it's almost like this is a game. I feel it's such a game, and
absolutely.
Comedy is like a big scam anyway. That's what I hate to say.
To a certain degree, sure.
You're getting up on stage. You're not somebody that you're like. That you're pretending to be somebody that you're not. I mean, it's you dialed up.
Entertainment.
It's you dialed up to 11. Is what it is.
Sure.
And that's basically what comedy is.
Right.
Most comics are con men and women. Don't fucking act like you don't know.
She's right. Okay. Give them. I'm gonna ask you.
You got those questions, those cool things that we're doing. So
it's
this is a game.
Tuesday Trivia. I play it every week with the guys here.
Okay.
I ask the questions. It's 10 questions. I ask all the questions first.
Okay.
It gives them time to answer the questions in the comments.
Okay.
You can answer them after you do
Can I say skip?
You can. You can.
Really?
And you can go back anytime you want to a question from earlier.
Okay.
I always tell the guys that it's just for fun. However, I let them know, especially the ones that, if they're ever, the ones that are out of state, if they're ever in the area and they want to see a show at Governor's.
Yes.
They don't have to win. They just have to play.
Cool.
And then you let me know when you're in the area, or if you're in the area and you want to see a show, I can get you into most shows. So all you got to do is play. That's all it takes.
There we go.
So, all right. So question number 1. What sport does the Harlem Globetrotters play?
Duh.
I went easy this week.
Oh my God, did you? Basketball.
Question number 2. What year was the first episode of South Park aired?
Oh my God. I am going to this is a guess. I'm just going to go for it. 92?
92, okay.
Oh, so you're not going to tell if... Oh,
I do all the
right.
questions
Okay,
first.
Okay, go ahead.
Then we go back.
Okay.
Question number 3. What name does deer meat go by? Like if you're going to eat it, I'm going to serve you this kind of meat. What is it called?
Oh my goodness. And I know this because...
Of course you know this.
I know this because when I was a kid and I went to Mexico, my uncle was a hunter. Oh. And he shot the deer and he dragged it onto the beach and we cooked it right there.
Oh my goodness.
And I know this. It starts with an F. Does it start with an F?
Kind of.
Oh my God, it starts with an F. I don't know it. Go ahead.
It definitely has that sound.
You're
getting there.
I want to say vinyl, vinegar, venom,
You're getting there.
So close.
It's going to come to you. What was the name of the group? Question number 4. What was the name of the group Justin Timberlake used to be a part of?
Is it one more time? It's not the Backstreet Boys. It's the other guys.
Yeah, it's one of those
it's the
boy
other guys.
bands. Yeah.
Fuck. I'm sorry. Did I say? Oh, I'm not supposed to.
No, just who said you can't say that?
Oh, I didn't know.
Say whatever the fuck you want.
Wow.
That's
Okay,
right.
cool.
Question number 5. What did the itsy bitsy spider climb up? What did the itsy bitsy spider climb up?
The web. The spider up the water spout. I had to sing it.
That's
I had
fine.
To fucking sing
so
it.
what was it?
It's a water spout.
Okay.
All right, but I had to sing it. I was like, it's like, see that? That's how musically, mentally. That's how it works.
See, it's educational.
Yeah.
You ask most people alphabet questions, and they have to sing the alphabet to themselves. Question number 6. Here we go. Which pioneering hip hop group featured Jam Master Jay as their DJ?
Run DMC.
I knew she would get that. Question number 7. Which pioneering Jamaican American DJ is credited with laying the foundation for hip? What?
Cool Herc. Did you see the picture that I sent you of me and Cool Herc? My God, for God's sake.
We got to go through your pictures.
Yeah, you didn't.
Was
even,
it? No,
that's Bambaataa. That's Cool Herc.
There's Cool Herc.
Yes. By the way, that was during a Huntington. We did Huntington theater, Huntington movie theater.
Oh, okay.
We did a whole DJ night with him. We played Beat Street, and then he.
The Cinema Arts Center.
Cinema Arts Center.
Nice.
Yep. I brought him in.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was really cool.
All right, so we'll definitely do that before we end. We'll go through the rest of the pictures, right? As soon as we're done with trivia.
Yes.
Question number 8. What lights up a soccer stadium?
Goal! Did I do it right?
It sounded good to me.
Yeah.
Question number 9. 2 more questions.
Yeah.
Give me the definition of the word sate. S-A-T-E. It's a verb.
It's a verb. I've eaten enough.
Actually, you're not.
Because I'm sated.
You're actually.
I know I'm right.
Yeah, you're not too far off there.
Google that, people. I've been sated.
All right.
Yeah.
My hint that I was going to give you is that it's something that Peter has not done.
Danced.
All right. Question number 10. I've asked this question before. I don't care. I'm doing it again.
Okay.
The first couple to be shown in bed together on primetime television was who?
I know the first kiss was William Shatner.
On the Twilight Zone?
No, on Star Trek.
Oh, was it on Star Trek?
Yep. In bed together.
The first couple to be shown in bed together
It wasn't Desi.
No,
it wasn't
not.
Desi because they had separate beds.
They did have separate beds.
Goodness gracious. Man, it has to be. I wouldn't say not the Brady Bunch.
No.
Wow, first couple. Wow, man, and it's a sitcom, right? I think it was a sitcom.
It was a series. Yeah.
Holy crap, that's really good. That's a good question.
Cool.
You stumped me.
Well, that's what
you stumped me. That's very good.
I have a stump, so that's my job.
Yes, You stumped me on that one.
All right, so now we're going to go back.
Yes.
We ask the questions, we go over the answers, and we tell you the correct answer.
Okay, go.
The first one, yeah, obvious. Everybody knows the Harlem Globetrotters
Right.
is basketball. Question number 2. What year did South Park
I said
debut?
92.
You said 92. John, are you the only one answering the questions today? Oh, there. All right, there's a few others. John said 1997. That is the correct answer.
Wow. See,
1997.
I thought that they were earlier.
Yeah.
Wow.
still,
But I
at
did
this
have
point-
the 90s, so
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, it was
Almost 30 years already. It's
good.
crazy to
Yo,
me.
it's insane.
What name does deer meat go by? You said venom, which is close
It was
enough.
close.
John in Florida got it. Venison.
Venison! It's like citizen, but venison.
There you go.
Oh
But you were
my
close enough.
God.
You get full credit.
I wanted to say F. It started with an F.
That's why
Venison,
I tried. I was
yes.
trying to do a
Thank
V sound for you.
Thank you.
I'm here for you. What was the name of the group Justin Timberlake used to be a part of?
Wasn't Backstreet Boys.
It was not.
The other one, In Sync.
Yep.
I'm bad.
No, that's good that you didn't know that. The Itsy Bitsy Spider climbed up the
water's mouth.
There you go. Which pioneering hip hop group featured Jam Master Jay as their DJ?
Run DMC.
Very nice.
I got Cool Herc even before.
Yes, you did. I didn't even finish the question, and you got that one.
But you know what you should ask, and
Yeah.
this is the hard one, is
Yeah.
what's the address of the place he had the first DJ setup?
Oh my!
What was the address?
90 Division Avenue in Levittown.
No, but let me see if the people, they're probably Googling it right now.
Yes.
Of where it was. It's like 1790 or 1970-90 in the projects.
Oh.
And it's people. It's a guided tour. People go
really?
Yeah. And it's like this big thing, and he was in the little rec center downstairs and he's the one that put the two turntables together and went
Yeah.
from one to the other.
The first one.
First one.
Wow.
Yep.
That's amazing.
So he actually created the breakbeat, which is what we danced to.
Yeah. And that's almost like a musical instrument in itself,
Yeah.
doing that.
Yeah.
That's amazing. What lights up a soccer stadium?
Goal.
That's a good answer, and you did it well, but it's not the answer I'm looking for.
Oh, wow.
John in Florida got it.
What did he say?
What lights up a soccer stadium? A soccer match. You think Jackie would use that on stage?
Oh, no, he wouldn't.
No, I don't think he would either.
It doesn't have breasts involved.
Did you see his documentary?
I did. I thought it was really good.
Fantastic. Loved
Good.
it.
Now,
Loved it.
there's a guy who swims every day in the bay.
Yes. Pretty much regardless of the weather.
Correct.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Yep.
So he's working it out. He's figuring it out, and it's
is.
important. I don't care if you got a little extra weight on you. If you're doing something every day and you do it really consistently, that's it. Longevity.
Absolutely right.
Bless.
Well,
My dad was passed away at 97. He almost made the 100.
Wow.
And at 90, I think he stopped at 94. But he was on the treadmill every day at 94 years
amazing.
old.
God bless him.
So,
That's fantastic.
I mean, if you've got the DNA, work with the DNA.
Yep.
You know,
Absolutely.
all those problems that you get, like, they're going to tell you your A1C is high, your blood pressure is high, you're going to have cardiac, Now you get the info, take that info in and make the corrections, and you will be straight.
You're absolutely right about that. 100%. Definition of the word sate. S-A-T.
Sated.
You said
full.
The definition I have here is to satisfy fully.
There you go.
That's why I said
close.
something Peter hasn't done yet.
I said dance. See, I'm thinking clean. You're thinking dirty.
Yeah.
Which is good. That's comedy. I like it. I like it.
I appreciate that. The first couple to be shown in bed together on primetime TV.
Okay,
Did
man, I'm
anybody
ready.
get this one? No, nobody got this one.
And they're Googling it, and
They
they're
are.
still not getting it.
Fred and Wilma.
What?
Yeah.
Which was the copy of the
Honeymooners, Jackie
Honeymooners.
Gleason.
That's right. People don't realize the Flintstones is the Honeymooners.
Oh, completely.
They don't even know.
It's just prehistoric
And actually, if you look at every single sitcom since then, where the dude is fat and kind of ugly,
Yes.
and the
Pretty
chick is
Wife.
hot,
Yep.
it's literally a stamp of that.
And
I mean,
it always works.
yeah.
Right?
And
it always works.
and what? The main character has a Brooklyn accent, and the side character has a Brooklyn accent.
And he's the comic relief.
And
yes.
the wife doesn't have a Brooklyn accent, but the wife's friend, Brooklyn accent.
Right.
You go to the Jetsons, the maid had a Brooklyn accent.
That's right. And the wife is always the smart one. Yes.
There you go. So
all right. So it's just about time for us to go. So let's
Wow.
go through whatever pictures we didn't do. So we did that one. We did that one. This is a book that you're
So
in,
that's a
right?
book that I'm in. If you look at that black and white, the black and white
Yep.
thing with the me on one side, that's it. So that's on page 63 in that book. That book is called, you could go back to it.
Yep.
Maybe. It is called Hip Hop from 19...
The early days of hip-hop, 82 to 84.
To 84, which puts me squarely in the middle. The gentleman on the cover is Grandmaster or Grand Mixer DST. So he is the guy that the first time you hear Herbie Hancock's Rocket, it's...
that's him.
That's Grand Mixer DST, who was very big on the scene as a mixer, again, who took it to that next level. What I love about that photo, I don't know if you can see that photo close, is he's got on his finger, he has a record needle on his finger.
Oh, is that what that is? That's
yes,
cool.
yes. The pictures in that book alone, and the person who put that together, she's from France. If you go back to the book.
Oh, the book itself?
Go to the book
cover?
itself.
Okay.
Yep. And you see the author of that book. I'm just going to give you a little.
Sophie Bramley?
Sophie Bramley. She's from France. She followed us around from 1982 to 1984. She was a very good friend of one of the Rocksteady crews, Mr. Freeze. Mr. Freeze was the guy who had the umbrella in What a Feeling. What's that song? What was that?
Irene Cara.
No.
No?
Is it What If It? No. I'm
Isn't it
trying to
What a
think. God, he's going to kill me for not knowing this, not knowing the movie. It was one of the first. It was Flashdance.
Oh, Flash.
So Flashdance, you'll see him on the street, and he's got an umbrella, and he's doing the moonwalk backwards. It's the first time you've ever seen the moonwalk in a film.
Right.
That's Mr. Freeze. He's part of the Rocksteady crew back then, and it was a really big movie. I don't know if you remember it.
I remember the commercial. Like I know of the movie.
Right.
I couldn't tell you. A
Right.
single
And
thing
What a
about it.
Feeling was the end scene where she
Right.
auditions for the ballet, and she gets
Right.
into the ballet.
And this is
So he was the guy who was my best friend.
Oh.
And as we were kind of going around and dancing in the streets, Sophie Bramley followed us around and took all these photos. And if you see this book, holy crap, it is filled with the Beastie Boys and Run DMC and all of you, Madonna, and it's like all the people from hip hop back in those days.
Yeah.
It is chock full of beautiful photos. It's one of the best coffee.
I do love that photo of
Coffee
you guys.
table, yeah. And if
That-
you
I
see
love
the
that
whole
photo.
book,
That's
I
great.
mean, I forgot the book actually. I was supposed to bring it today. Duh. It was
Well,
one of
let
the
it
things
slide
around.
this time.
Yes, and I can, you can kind of go and look. And this photo was in a museum 2 years ago when we celebrated the 50 years. It was in a museum for 6 months in Manhattan on Fifth
Nice.
Avenue.
Is that what the photo of you holding the?
Yes, the photo. No, the photo black and white. Me with the other dancer.
No. I'm saying, but
That
then
one
this
I-
photo is you holding that photo.
Yes, exactly. So that's me doing a lecture at Rutgers
okay.
and talking to the students. Those are the dance students, and that's what Dancestors is for.
Right.
So the solo show is also an informational show.
Nice.
And that's what I do. I do my life story, and then we talk about the nature of and the meaning and the history of dance, or urban dance. So.
All right. I think the only picture we didn't cover at this point is
Oh,
this
yeah,
one.
that one
Yeah,
right
baby.
there. Yeah, that's how I got
Yeah.
all those music videos, baby. That's the body that got all those music videos.
Which reminds me, and again, quickly, because we're going late, but I wanted to quickly discuss the Elton John thing.
Yeah, so very interesting story is 2019. This is pre-COVID. My then locking dance partner had just passed away.
Oh, wow.
He had a heart attack actually on stage, which was very unusual and very weird. And a girlfriend of mine named Jazzy Joyce, who was one of the very few female DJs from the 80s, called me up and said, Elton John is going to be doing a world tour and he's looking for, she goes, Peaches, he's looking for OGs. And we know you're an OG. He's like, he's been auditioning all these young 20-somethings and he needs the real OG. So I was like, okay, let me go. So she told me about it. Again, she was the only one out of everybody to call me and tell me about this audition. I walk in dressed the way my dance partner did, which is like the lockers with the outfit on, the satin jacket, striped socks and all of that.
Yeah.
And all the 20-somethings are laughing at me. They're laughing at me. So I go in and I start dancing for the director. And the very beginning of the song is Philadelphia Freedom. And if you know Philadelphia Freedom, it's dun dun, dun dun, dun dun. Well, that is an homage to The Sound of Philadelphia, which is Barry White.
Okay.
So that era is my era of dance. And Barry White, of course, is the locking from the disco era.
Yeah.
So I go in and dun dun, dun dun, and the director stands up from the back of his, from the table.
Yeah.
It's like a movie. He stands up and he goes, wow. And I said, yeah. I said, this song.
And then you're like, take that, youngsters who are laughing at me.
No, I didn't give him the fee. But he stands up from the table and he goes, that's what I'm looking for. And I said, that this is from my era, which is the locking and everything. And he goes, no way. I said, yeah. I said, Philadelphia Freedom is our style of dance.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh. And I said, listen, you should be only hiring people that are my age, because when we put that on the video, and it's on an IMAX video, so we shot it. We shot the whole video, and on an IMAX video, every time a dancer comes forward, they're in a certain color, and the entire stage lights up on Elton John while he's playing the piano on stage. Yeah. So I was purple, so the entire stage goes purple. So that was my chroma color.
That's fantastic.
It was amazing, and it toured around the world 2 times.
Yeah, that was his
so
final
more
tour.
People, it was like 2 years. More people saw that video than would have if it were a regular music video on MTV for 3 months.
Yep.
So more people saw that video. Friends of mine were like going to see it, and they were like, "Hey, I got a picture of you up on the video screen," and stuff like that. But I walked in there dressed in an homage to my dance partner who had just passed away, and I felt like I channeled him, like spiritually. Like I sort of felt like it was really cool to like channel my dance partner.
So he got you the gig.
Right. And the day that I showed up on rehearsal days in Brooklyn at Milk Studio, it was called Milk Studio, none of those dancers were there.
Wow.
None of the dancers. There you go. None of those dancers were on stage because they didn't get it.
Right.
And when all of my friends, my older friends, had gone to see the actual finished product, and they were they were watching Elton John live. Those guys are our age.
Yeah.
So the people that are buying the tickets,
right?
Not the young 20-somethings that you want up on but us.
Right.
And I don't know if you have the video.
I don't. I don't have the video, but
I think I probably failed to send it to
you.
No,
I don't know if you did. I saw it just from looking around,
Right.
preparation
There's a
for
clip.
today,
There's a clip of it.
a quick clip that somebody took from like almost like a side angle.
Correct.
My apologies for not having it, but that's fantastic. I think that's really cool.
But that's how the Elton John thing came about, and it's late. I mean, it's late in my career because it was only like 2019 when it happened, and then it toured all the way to 2023. I think he
I think
quit.
you're right.
His eyesight was going,
right.
so he quit.
Yeah.
But
that's awesome.
It's a blessing to have been.
Did you get to meet him?
I did not, but
damn it,
it's so weird because his manager was doing the overseeing, and there were some sofas there sitting there so he could sit there and watch everything being filmed in this huge studio that looked like an aircraft hangar inside. And he and I started talking. Gray-haired guy.
Nice.
Little did we know, what were we talking about? Everybody at Studio 54. And we were talking, and he was like, so I said, yeah, of course I know. So, and he was like, oh, you used to hang out at I said, yeah. And then we ended up knowing, because he was the guy during that whole time. We were in the same clubs.
Elton John was doing coke off Michael Jackson's ass.
That era. And so he had been Elton John's manager all the way from back in those years.
Wow.
His name was Tony Wise. perhaps very British guy. And he was hanging out during those days, with Keith Haring,
Yeah,
Scott,
sure.
and Eddie
Andy
Warhol,
Warhol,
and all
yeah.
this. So it's like everything, dude, everything. It's like a perfect place
right.
for us to end.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So the ironic thing is that it all, and I've had many things
right.
where there was callback. Met a Grandmaster DST, seeing him recently. And knowing that the book was happening, I was in Herbie Hancock's live show.
Oh, wow.
And so Grand Mixer was behind me, and they had those big hydraulic fake mannequins that would go, and they were hanging. They were like half bodies. I don't know if you saw them in the video.
I think I remember
and
that.
I was doing the robot in front of them, and I never.
Oh, right, hanging.
They were hanging,
yes,
and
I
they
do
would
remember.
go like
Took me a
this. So
second.
they would.
Yep.
And they were like. So the guy who was running those with the hydraulics, that's the hydraulics that they take off of the back of trucks.
Yeah.
Yep. They put that in there. He goes, this British guy says, don't get too close to the hydraulics. They will shoot you out into the audience. And I swear to God, it put the fear of God in me because you could see how powerful they get.
Oh, yeah.
It was like watching Terminator.
Right.
Like the bottom
right.
half, like somebody had cut off Terminator and they were just doing that, except they put pants on it. It was like, imagine, Schwarzenegger with the thing ripped down with all the little metal
I will
things.
kick you into
I
the
will
crowd.
kick you into the crowd. And so, Herbie Hancock was somebody that I had, danced for. That's so there's so many, like a blessed.
Oh, yeah, man.
India, who is, I don't know if you know who India is. She's very big, like Latin artist. Danced for her. And her husband, Little Louie, another big DJ. So
that
a lot of
rings
DJs.
a bell.
And another guy named Doug Lazy during the house dance days. I toured and went to England 2 or 3 times with them. So there was many, and USO. I went to Turkey and in Incirlik for the USO. And went to China for the USO. Wow. So in Middle East for the USO.
That's awesome.
Just like multiple places that I've been around the world. So to be blessed, dance has been better to me than comedy was.
Which is fine. Whatever. I mean, even if it's
what it is, man.
Doing both is really cool.
I like talking about dance more because I think it's much more interesting and much deeper for me.
Sure.
And not too many people really sort of know the depth of what it is.
Well, that's what I like about talking to you today, realizing the historical and the cultural significance of it all.
Yeah.
Stuff we don't think about, but it should be out there.
Right.
So that's really cool. All right. And lastly, I'm going to show this picture. These are the guy with the wool hat.
Is?
His name is Adam. This was taken at a Billy Joel concert. You can see they got the Billy Joel glasses. Oh, you know what? I should do that. So when he posted this picture a few years ago, I don't know if you ever saw this. But,
okay.
So if I keep zooming in.
That's me? Is that me?
That's you. I think that's you.
Where is that?
This is at the Garden.
No, that can't be me.
Or maybe the
Coliseum.
Coliseum.
Wait a minute. We were sitting right next to them or behind them for the Billy Joel concert. My in-laws gave us 2 tickets to Billy Joel.
Okay.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
That's really weird.
He posted that photo when he was there, and that was the first thing I noticed.
I looked like I was sleeping. Oh shit.
I think I even commented, Adam, I know that girl behind you.
That's hilarious.
But all right, that's the whole story there.
So funny.
So I just wanted to show that. All right, we do have to get out of here. We have a show coming up at 1:00. 3 with Z. They were supposed to be on tonight. They're doing it today. So stick around. They're coming on at 1:00. And real quick, before I say thank you to Peaches, I just wanted to do something really quick.
Sure.
So, and it's funny, you just mentioned England. One of my closest friends lives in England. He's a musician. His name is Elio Pace. He's been on this show several times. He's one of my best friends in the whole wide world.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys know him. He's been on the show many times. I always talk about him, promote his music, the whole works. If you remember back in 2019, he brought his fiancee Amy with him, and right in the middle there is his dad. So this was actually right around this time, in 2019.
Okay.
His father was turning 80. His father had never been to America. So this was his father's first trip. They came into the studio here. This studio has been through a facelift since, but that's a picture of them in the studio with us. His father, Robbie, the nicest guy. This is a picture of Elio and his dad. Robbie is the nicest guy. He, too, also became a friend of mine. Elio's whole family is like family to me.
Okay.
Elio's father, Robbie, he died this weekend.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, just wanted to wish Elio and his family the best. They knew it was coming. He had some issues. This is the last picture of Elio and his dad. Just a picture of just the two of them. This is the last picture. So I just wanted to wish Elio and his family all the best, and God bless Robbie and the whole family. So just wanted to do that real quick. And with that, it is time for us to get out of here.
Thank you for all of your comments.
Absolutely, the phone calls. This was so much fun,
dude. Really.
Again, give them the website, social media, whatever you want to share.
You can get me on Facebook. I respond to everybody pretty much. It's Peaches Rodriguez on Facebook, and on Instagram, Peaches Rodriguez 1. On TikTok, Peaches Rodriguez 1, and pretty much I don't do the other stuff. That's it.
Okay.
I don't have an OnlyFans, although maybe I should. You should have one.
I should have one. What? Stump jobs?
Yes.
You would
do the stump jobs.
You would watch that?
I would totally watch that.
And you would pay for that?
I would pay for that.
Would Peter pay for that?
He might. Take his comedy class.
I should take his comedy class.
I'm telling you.
I should.
You're going to get a lot of stumpy jokes.
Well, yeah, which is fine by me. Fine by me. I would love that, actually.
It's such a pleasure, man. Thank you for having
Absolutely.
me. I really,
Glad
really,
we
really
finally
appreciate
did this.
it.
And we'll have to do it again.
I'm down.
Cool.
And if anybody, maybe I can send your way, maybe some more hip hop or comics or maybe some people from Comedy in Harlem.
Oh, yeah. I would love to. Yeah, that I would definitely love to do.
I love it.
All right. Let's get out of here. Christian Z. 3 with Z coming up at 1 o'clock. What's today? Tuesday. So we got Nick Greystone, Primal Scream. That's on special day and time tonight at 7 o'clock. Mike Keegan and Mark Hirschman, Hershing the Keegs, tonight at 9. They return. Then I'll be back here tomorrow with Derek Mutisbaugh, Mr. Poppin' Twist, to celebrate his birthday, which is actually today. So happy birthday to him.
Poppin' Twist. I like that.
Mr. Poppin' Twist. He's a balloon artist.
Oh, I was going to say, he sounds like a dancer. He sounds like one of my breakdancer friends.
No, he's very white. And no, he definitely does not dance. But he'll be here tomorrow. That's what's happening here at Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. And again, don't forget Knock 'em Dead Comedy. You know what? I just mentioned Mark Hirschman. Don't forget he's playing at the Brokerage with Chris Monty and Goomba Johnny at the end of the month. Don't forget Knock 'em Dead Comedy. We're doing an 80s themed murder mystery on Friday, October 30th at McGuire's with a costume contest for Halloween. So come put on your 80s outfits and come have some fun with us. We also have a holiday-themed, mob-themed murder mystery December 12th at the Brokerage. That's in December. That's what's happening.
I love Chris Monty and Goomba Johnny.
Chris is awesome. Knock'emDeadComedy.com. See what we have going on. And last but not least, the clubs. Yanis Pappas is playing the Clubhouse in East Hampton. I think that's Friday. Sean Donnelly is playing Governors here in Levittown on Friday. Dave Attell is playing Governors on Saturday. Marcus Monroe is playing the Giggle Room on Friday. Bobby Slowick is playing McGuire's and the Brokerage this weekend. Joey Cola, Saturday night at the Brokerage. And Chris Scopo is playing this weekend at McGuire's, as well as John Butera, Conchetta Coppola, and James Grimm will also be at McGuire's this weekend. govs.com, govs.com. That's where you go to get the full schedule and to make your reservations. We are out of here once again. Peaches Rodriguez, this was awesome. A lot of fun. Thanks again. All right, everybody enjoy the rest of your day. And, Christian Z in just a few minutes. See ya.